Archangel Michael says, your ancestors are trying to contact you about hidden money. Open before it's too late. Archangel Michael says, my beloved child, this is a very important message for you today. Do not ignore it. Pay attention to this message. Open your eyes and be careful. This is not a coincidence. It hath been sent for you. A light from the heavens has pierced through time and space to find you right here, right now, because there are secrets that were buried, voices that were silenced, and blessings that were hidden long before you were born. And today, they are being stirred. Open your heart and feel this calling. It is not from man. It is not from the world. It is not from your thoughts. It is the sound of your lineage crying out to you. This message for you comes not with fear, but with divine urgency. Archangel Michael says, your ancestors are trying to contact you about hidden money. Open before it's too late. You were not meant to stay in the same cycles. You were not meant to suffer without knowing why. There has been something buried beneath your story, buried in the shadows of your bloodline, waiting for this moment to come into the light. Do not brush this away. Do not shrug it off as coincidence. It is not. The whispers have grown louder, and the veil is thinner now than it has ever been. There is a cry in the spirit realm, a sound too deep for the ears, but not for your soul. You may feel like something has been following you, something you cannot name. A strange sense of timing, a pull in your chest, moments where you stop and wonder why you aren't even here. These are not empty moments. These are divine alarms. The spiritual world has opened a scroll with your name on it, and you must see what it says before it closes again. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this. Something serious is about to happen soon. Don't skip. You will never be the same after this truth is revealed. There is a divine envelope sealed by the tears of your great-grandparents, marked with gold and hidden in a place only your spirit can reach. And the keys to that envelope are now in motion. All you have to do is say yes. All you have to do is be willing to see what others refuse to look at. Because someone in your bloodline once had the chance to change everything for the generations to come, but fear held them back. Now the responsibility falls to you not as a burden, but as a mantle of glory. Your life has felt strange lately, hasn't it? Things disappearing, reappearing. People change you. Dreams intensifying. That's not your imagination. That's the spiritual realm increasing its pace. Your ancestors, those who watched you being born from the other side, have been pleading for this message to reach you. The money they left behind, the inheritance that was supposed to shift your life forever, was hidden not just in vaults or boxes, but hidden in time. It was kept safe from those who would misuse it, protected by divine forces, waiting for someone who would walk in righteousness and carry the truth in their heart. But someone is you. They've been leaving you signs, old photographs, dreams about houses you've never seen, streets that don't exist on the map, people who look like you but you've never met. These are not tricks. These are clues. Your ancestors are trying to contact you about hidden money. Open before it's too late. Something was stolen from them. Something sacred. A truth that was too heavy to carry back then. But now, in this generation, it is time for it to be revealed. Your enemies will not see it coming. Because this is not about revenge. This is about restoration. Someone you loved deeply knelt down and cried last night because their family told them that you don't deserve to be blessed. They don't understand who you are. They don't know that your blood carries prayers from centuries ago. They don't know that what you carry is not a choice, it's a calling. And they will soon be silenced, not by your hands, but by the rising of truth. It's almost over. You've been through seasons where everything felt stuck, where no matter how much you worked, the reward never matched the effort. You've questioned why you were left out of certain opportunities, why some doors slammed so loudly when you were so close. It was not rejection. It was redirection. Because the blessing meant for you had not yet fully awakened. But on this day, April 15th, 2025, a seal has been broken. A gate has been unlocked. And your name is on the other side. Finally, God is exposing what was buried beneath your feet. Open it now before the window closes. There are maps being drawn in the spirit, names being aligned, documents being whispered over by divine messengers. One of those documents carries the location of what was hidden. There was land. There was property. There were numbers passed down in codes and dreams. You may have had strange dreams lately, numbers, symbols, pieces of a place you couldn't quite remember. Those were not dreams. They were memories sent from the spirit world to awaken the trail in your mind. Archangel Michael says, this message is sacred. This moment is not by chance. The people who left you, the ones who lied on your name, the sudden financial storms, the way people turned cold without reason, it was all part of the setup. Because the moment your enemies thought they had erased your future was the moment the heavens began writing it in gold. You have been walking through fire, but the gold underneath you has been purifying with every step. A breakthrough is waiting for you to respond. Don't scroll past this. This message is for you. You have been divinely chosen to carry the restoration of your ancestors' unfinished prayers. The ones who wept in silence while being betrayed. The ones who were told to forget their worth. The ones who gave up dreams just to feed their children. Their cries have reached the heavens, and their answer is you. A vault is opening. Not one built by banks or businesses, but one made of holy justice. Inside that vault are things with your name: inheritance, favor, divine compensation, hidden money that should have reached your parents but was stopped. Stopped by confusion. Stopped by systems. Stopped by people who thought no one would ever uncover the truth. But God says, today is the day it begins to turn. Watch as your life starts to make sense in ways that will shock you. There is a particular person who once signed something over in confusion or fear, maybe under pressure, maybe out of manipulation, and that signature rerouted the flow of wealth meant for your lineage. But heaven has not forgotten. Heaven has been documenting every loss, every theft, every misused contract. And now heaven is opening a file in your name. A file that will show you not only what was stolen, but where it is now. You may begin to see things aligning. Messages from old relatives. Names you haven't heard in years. Streets calling to you. Papers showing up out of nowhere. People calling you who don't know why they felt led to speak to you. It's because the ancestral world is echoing through. The earthly one. Their voice is urgent. They want you to know that the chain is breaking. The curse is lifting. The dry land is being filled with rivers again. This is not just about wealth. This is about identity. You were never supposed to live in lack. You were never meant to be the forgotten one, the overlooked one. There is royalty in your bloodline. There were kings and queens who lost their crowns due to betrayal, but their power did not die. It was sealed for you. And now you are being summoned to claim what has always belonged to you. Let no one tell you otherwise. You are not imagining this feeling. That heaviness in your chest. That sense of waiting for something to finally shift. That inner knowing that something is about to break open. You're not crazy. You're not too late. You're right on time. The very minute you read these words, something ancient awakens. Something that has waited through generations is now watching you with eyes of hope. They are cheering. They are gathering. They are saying, "This is the one. This is the one who will not be afraid." Archangel Michael says, there is a scroll that has been unsealed. It carries the coordinates of a hidden inheritance, some financial, some spiritual, all-powerful. There is someone who knows a secret about your family. They are hesitating to reveal it. But very soon, their mouth will open, and what they say will change everything. Pay attention to the people who subtly want to speak to you. The ones who once avoided you. The ones who know more than they admit. Watch the patterns. Watch how suddenly people's energy shifts when you're around. That's not just human behavior. That's spiritual tension. Because light disturbs darkness, and truth rattles lies. And you, dear one, are holding a truth so bright that even those who never believed in you will be forced to honor what's inside you. Your steps are guided. Your hands are being blessed. The work you do in silence is being magnified in heaven. And soon, it will be rewarded on earth. The wealth that was buried, the money that was hidden, the opportunities that were blocked, they are all being gathered now. Archangel Michael says, open your heart, open your spirit, and follow the signs, because they will lead you to a location, a name, or a document that will begin the unraveling of everything that was once sealed. This is a sacred moment, a divine unveiling. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared. And now, the truth is yours to carry. Walk forward in faith. Let your ancestors speak through your dreams. Let your spirit stay open. The time has come. Open it now, before the scroll closes again. My child, this message is for you. Archangel Michael says, your ancestors are trying to contact you about hidden money. Open before it's too late. Their voices have grown loud in the heavens, not in anger, but in longing. They are reaching across the realms not to frighten you, but to awaken something ancient within you, and knowing, a whisper, a key to something you forgot you were holding all along. They have tried to come to you in your dreams. They have tried through numbers, through moments of stillness, through the sudden wind that brushes your cheek even in a sealed room. They have tried to move the hands of time, just so your eyes would land on this exact message, in this exact moment. There is something they need you to know. You were never alone, not for one heartbeat. Before your first breath cried into the world, the voices of those who came before you gathered in celebration. They knew who you were. They knew the strength, the purpose, the sacredness of the path you were about to walk. But as you grew, the noise of the world became loud, and the songs of the Spirit were muffled. Still, they never left you. They stood beside you in silence when your heart was shattered. They wept beside you on the nights you thought no one saw. And now, they are crying again, but this time, they cry with hope. This time, they cry because you are close. Too close. There is something hidden that was meant for you. It is not merely money, it is provision, inheritance, something meant to change your life and the generations that will come after you. It is tied to your name, to your blood, to the promises that were once spoken by candlelight, under stars, in languages you no longer speak but that still live in your bones. Someone in your family knew this moment would come. They sealed something away not because they did not love you, but because the timing was not yet right. Now it is. The ancestors are not resting. They are awake, and they are stirring the wind around your life. Things you thought were coincidences have been them all along. The lost keys, the phone ringing and no one there, the sudden dream of someone long gone, all signs, all signals. They are desperate now to tell you that what is yours must be claimed before time seals it again. They cannot intervene much longer. You must open this now. Someone in your bloodline made a sacrifice for you. You have cried, thinking no one has ever fought for you. But the truth is, someone gave up their own dreams just to ensure yours could survive. Someone buried something they could not take with them. A savings, a deed, a document, something coded and hidden, even in the creases of paper, even beneath the soil, even in an old box long forgotten. And it bears your spiritual fingerprint. It was never for anyone else. This is why strange blocks have risen when you've tried to move forward, because something is waiting to be completed first. Something needs to be retrieved. The time is not next year. It is not later. It is now. Archangel Michael hath been standing over your household. His sword of light has not been drawn in battle, but in revelation, to cut away confusion, to break the veil between you and the truth. He has wept watching you feel so unseen when heaven hath been shouting your name. He has waited long to be allowed to speak. Now, with urgency, he says, you must open your eyes. You must listen. There is an old letter, a phrase, a number, a memory, a face that keeps returning to your mind. It is not nostalgia. It is a clue. The reason you have felt restless lately, the reason you can't sleep some nights even when your body is exhausted, the reason music makes you cry unexpectedly, is because the divine is pressing upon you. Your soul is remembering. It is remembering a promise sealed before your birth. And the promise was this, that you would not lack, that you would rise, that you would receive the keys hidden in the ashes. This is not about greed. This is about alignment. Someone was taken from your life too soon, and they carried a secret with them. But they have been fighting from the other side to send it back to you. There is a location they keep pointing toward. You have seen it before: a house, a land, a name, a street. They want you to look again. Something is stored there. Not everything is digital. Not everything is online. Some things must be found by faith and the fire of intuition. Listen closely. Do not delay. Time is a living entity in the spirit realm. It bends and breathes, but even it must obey divine order. This window will not stay open long. The blessings you are about to walk into will confuse those who underestimated you. But this is not for them. This is for you. You have paid with tears, with silence, with long seasons of drought. But now, a rain is coming, and it begins with the uncovering of what was hidden. You are about to be contacted, either in dream or through a sign. They will come again. They are gathering now, like stars around the moon, whispering your name to the throne. They are saying, "Let it be done now." And it is being done. But you must not walk in fear. Walk in expectation. There is a child within you who stopped believing a long time ago. That child is waking up again. Let them speak. Let their innocence guide you. Let their faith rise. This is not fantasy. This is real. The money was placed by hands that knew how hard life would become. The hands were old. They trembled, but they were faithful. They signed something and cried over it. They wrote your name on a paper that now sits somewhere you would not expect. Hidden. Waiting. But marked. The angel assigned to you is not a small one. He is great, mighty, and he has waited long to move. He is now stirring winds around you. People who have forgotten you will suddenly think of you. Unexpected calls, sudden emails, a message that seems random but is actually divine instruction. Follow the thread. You are being led. Someone who crossed over still loves you. You wonder if they ever saw you, really saw you. And the answer is yes. They saw your light before you did. They prayed it would never be extinguished. You have made them proud. And they are now shouting across time to make sure you receive what they could not finish. Their love for you never ended. Their desire for your breakthrough is fierce. You were chosen. Not because you were the strongest. Not because you were the loudest. But because you were pure in heart. You still believe in goodness. You still look for light. That is why you are being entrusted with this. What you find is not only for you. You will use it to free others. You will use it to lift those still trapped in what you survived. This money is sacred, not because of its amount, but because of its source, and because of what you will do with it. You will soon walk into a place where something familiar will call to you. Don't ignore it. There will be a moment of stillness. The lights will feel strange. Your spirit will whisper, "Look again." And when you do, you will find it. Whether it is paper, or name, or object, or code, you will know it is the sign. You will know it is them. And they will smile from the other side as you finally receive what was always yours. The burden you have carried is being lifted. You will feel it even as you read this. Like wind blowing through your chest. Like something unexplainable shifting. Because the veil is being torn. Because they are coming closer. Because the time is here. You were meant to hear this today. There is no mistake. No coincidence. Only calling. God says, the seeds planted in the dark will blossom in the light, and the ones who wept while bearing them will rejoice when you reap their harvest. You not be afraid. You not dismiss what your soul feels. Your ancestors are not gone. They are alive in spirit, and their love has crossed realms to reach you. The hidden money is more than provision, it is prophecy. And the moment to uncover it is now. Hold this message in your heart like a sacred scroll. Let it speak to you when the world tries to silence what you know inside. You are about to witness a shift so divine, so specific, it will leave no doubt that heaven is involved. Something is coming that will change everything. But only if you listen. Only if you believe. Only if you open this message before it's too late. Blessings are being released. Grace is being poured. Doors are creaking open. Don't miss your moment. Because it has already begun. And it's waiting for you. God says this message is for you. It was meant to reach you, not by accident, but by divine orchestration. There are no coincidences in my plan, only divine appointments. And this moment, right now, is one of them. I have seen you. I have heard your cries, and I have not turned away. The silence you felt was never absence, only preparation. For I have been moving things in the invisible, shifting the winds of favor in your direction, and now a door is opening that you must not ignore. Time is not waiting, and neither should you. Archangel Michael says, your ancestors, those who prayed long before you were born, those who saw glimpses of your life in dreams and wept for your future, are trying to reach you. They are speaking. They are standing beside you even now, their voices echoing into your soul. They are trying to guide you to something hidden, something sacred, something entrusted into your bloodline by divine intent. A gift buried not just beneath earth or stone, but beneath time. Hidden money, sacred provision, a blessing long buried under generational silence, is rising. The veil is lifting, and the inheritance is being revealed. But if you do not open your heart now, if you do not receive this word, the moment may pass, and what was meant to sustain you could remain unseen. This message is not one of fear, but of awakening. Because what I have for you is greater than what you've lost. What I am about to do in your life is rooted in what was promised to your lineage generations ago. Before you took your first breath, I knew your name. I saw the storms you would walk through, and I placed